being
With
being weird.
yeah,
All
we're
right,
all
Sean, we are live with
okay.
Invest Thrive.
Well, hello, Investor Thrive. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a beautiful day. Today we're doing some office hour slash deal analysis or slash comping deals. You know, we switched it up and we decided to open the forum a little bit in case you want to chit chat about your business or different struggles inside your business. So, you know, this is more of an office hour slash deal comping. So, comping deals is obviously an issue in certain businesses, but or certain parts of the business. So that's just one issue. So let's open the floor up. But yeah, Nate, do we have?
Yeah, so right now we used to do it at a Zoom, or we still kind of do it at a Zoom, but right now Zoom's kind of tripping. I can't share the screen for some reason. I don't know what if everybody's. We have been having issues with sharing screens recently. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
yeah, we're gonna open this up to questions and to deal analysis. So come in here into this call or ask questions, and we'll get to them. And if you guys don't have any questions, me and Sean will probably just talk about what we think is important. So we got Scott on here on the stream. Scotty, we'll bring you on here. What's up, brother?
Everything's good, brother. Everything's good. I'm
All right. So
glad you're getting some of these tech difficulties worked out, and you'll be good.
Yeah,
well, hey, it
Yeah,
happens. Right? It
did
happens.
it on the fly.
So, Scotty, what kind of questions do you have? I know you went through Investor Thrive Nation. You went through investorthrive.com and you watched some videos. So, what can we help you with today, brother?
Well, first of all, I'm not too old and too experienced to learn new stuff or recap on old stuff. But, so watching your videos, I mean, what I went through, a lot of the stuff I really know. I found a lot of points in there that I didn't know that coming from another voice, another person, kind of threw the mind trap back in and intrigued. But one of the things, there's two things I'm confused about. One, let's see if you remember this. There was when you were showing JVing with other people, you had a deal on there with a guy named, I think his name was Brandon. All right, so the ARV was 400,000, and
Okay.
his price was 310, and you was like, well, I'm gonna see if I can jump on this deal, and I'm like sitting here going, wait, that 403, that ain't a deal. What's up?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but I know you had a plan for that, which you didn't really go through because you had emailed him and y'all worked on that off screen. So if I'm looking at a deal that's 400,000 ARV and the price is 310, and the house needs work, it's not completely gravy. How does that? I mean, was there some negotiation in that deal, or did it just not pan out, or did I just miss the ball?
Well, let's do that, Sean. Can you bust out the calculator? And
yeah.
I think you can. It says you can share your screen on the bottom. Sean will
Okay.
show you the numbers. And
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
like I said, I'm just trying to understand something I may have missed along my journey.
yeah, man. I mean, it really depends on the market it's in. If you're trying to
True.
do something like that, and there's that little of a spread in Missouri, in the middle of nowhere, good luck. No,
Yeah.
that's not that hot. But in Salt Lake City, that spread could work, and we'll show you how. I
um,
don't remember that example perfectly, but
yeah, I'm having issue sharing as well, but I can share my individual tab. So, can you guys see that real well? Or
It's loading.
we
Okay.
can now.
Give
okay,
us give us a 2 time zoom and you'll be perfect.
Yeah, give
okay,
us a little zoom on that bad boy.
little zoom. Okay, say no more.
That's good
Okay, all right, great. Okay,
because that
so
gives that we can see all the way down. Yeah, we can see everything now.
well,
Okay, so in this
yes, yeah,
example, hypothetically, $400,000 was the ARV, right?
Correct.
Okay.
so we got ARV right here, 400,000.
I was talking to a wholesaler that had the deal at 310. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
So let's say this house, how much work in this scenario, did it say how much the house needed, how much work it needed?
No, and that's kind of like where I feel like I'm asking a stupid question. However, the part that got me is when you was demonstrating, you was like 400, 310. Oh, I'm gonna get with this guy because I could probably make a deal out of this.
Okay, so Sean,
Being
yeah,
we don't know anything else, it kind of feels like a stupid question. So I was
No,
just trying to figure
it's
out where
not
that deal went.
no, it's not stupid. I don't remember that deal. I made those a couple months, well, probably like a year ago. But I can look back at the video. But let's just run through the numbers really quick. So if I see in Utah a house's ARV is 400 and the seller's willing to sell it for 310, I would call or inquire about that if a wholesaler's selling that deal. And Sean, show them kind of why.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, obviously, it really depends. Obviously, how much work it needed, because again, kind of like the wholesale deal that Nathan is broadcasting about. He did the Jerry Norton. They broke down that deal. It was a wholesale deal. So I don't know exactly if this was in his mind a wholesale deal. We don't know. We can't remember. But so you said it needed maybe some work. But see, the difference in Utah is if the house. The buyers are willing to buy and put some equity into it. As long as it's simple, meaning like, okay, like there's no plumbing issues or electrical issues, the roof's fine, whatever crap like that. And then the bank will loan on it, and these buyers are willing to put in maybe in Utah, Nate's able to. We got a broker that do it for $1,500, so let's just call it 21,500. So you do.
I think my boy Sean's got bad internet.
Yeah, something happened to him.
Looks
Well,
like
he did freeze up.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just continue with what he's saying until he gets back. So we wholesale a lot, which means
I got bad internet.
Yeah, you're back. All right, dude. You went out for a little bit. I don't know if it's the internet or what.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, I haven't had that issue in the past. I mean, I got bars.
You got bars. I love it.
So what was the last thing you heard me saying?
You said you was doing 21.5 and you was typing that in that red part. Dude, he's
okay. Yeah, I know that we can list for the commission on sale, which is the listing agent's commission. We have a relationship with that will do it for a $1,500 flat fee. So instead of putting a percentage, I just throw that into my exact bid, and I was basing it off of, let's just say it only needed 20K max, right?
Right.
So I'm going to do a whole time of, we'll do 4 months just to play it safe. Always want to play it safe. The purchase price at 310, 12% interest, which is hard money, 2 points, 15%, 4-month hold time. Probably realistically would be 2, right? But let's just say 4. You're looking at much of a spread. Now, if you don't have that relationship, that percent doesn't really matter that much. But either way, that's the deal. I mean, we would have got all day, you know?
Okay.
So that's why I don't know. If you're making offers based off of like, I don't know, let's say 75% minus ARV, 75% of ARV.
Yo, Sean, are you on any other Hangouts or anything? Like, I would click out of anything you're in because you're just slow.
All right, hold on a sec.
Can you hear? Am I like that, Scotty, or is it just Sean?
No, I've been watching your traffic go by and it's not even stalled one time. The traffic behind you.
Let's go, traffic
right.
time. Okay.
If you're being still, it looks like you're froze, but the traffic's always moving, so I know you're still there.
Okay.
All right. Let me X off of a bunch of trash.
And now it's already a little bit better, so just keep doing that. But yeah, so Scotty,
Okay.
I mean, we go everything by the numbers. I know Jerry Norton, and people like other coaches, to help people that are new in the beginning, they just give them a simple 70%, 80% minus repairs, minus air, minus wholesale fee equals your buy price, or your contract price, offer price. We don't do that. We don't even touch that.
Okay, so in the copy I made of that, Is there any
Yeah.
formulas need to be changed? What y'all have been here where I'm at?
Well, so okay, the one thing you want to pay attention to is this here, this basic medium. I would put it into other. That's going to give you then you come down here and these numbers need to be the same all the time. So if you change this number, then something's wrong with the formula. But as far as fixing it, I don't know how to fix it. If yours isn't doing that.
Okay.
You shouldn't have a problem because you just downloaded it, so it should be all like above board.
Yeah, and you know what I would do? What I would do to protect the formula is basically just always make a copy for yourself when you're using it.
So if you will, just scroll down on your sheet there. Scroll down a little bit further towards the bottom. All right, see where it says 80% rule?
Right.
That's the part I'm wondering, is that going to be the same for me here? Or should it be different? Or does that even have anything to do with what I'm looking at?
So that rule right there, the 80% rule, I never look at that thing.
Yeah,
I don't even look at that. I know that might be confusing for you guys because I gave it to you, but we just break the math down every time ourselves.
So everything below that's something different from what I'm looking at up here.
Yeah.
That I don't know what that is.
I mean, look click in 310, click in that box and see what the formula is. So it's equals C7. So C7 is the buy price, and then ARV 400. So what it does is it goes rehab 25, and then it does 80% of ARV, which is 320, and then let's see what it says right here. The net profit based on inputs above 80% rule, buy price 36. So what it looks like is it just takes the above information, puts it down there for you. I don't think it really does anything different. It just lays it out there for you.
Okay. Well, if nobody else jumps in and you ain't got nothing to do, I'll give you one to cop and we can do the sheet and let's just see if I did it right.
Sure.
Well, hey man, let's freaking do it right now.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Ain't nobody hopping in and getting crazy on us. So hey man, we're dedicated to helping you or anyone else that wants to come in. So let's go.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be on y'all's team.
Come on. So let me see if I can share just my window. Maybe that will window. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. Cool. We good?
Yeah, do you see my side chat there?
Sean, are you trying to share your screen or not?
Yeah,
It went away. So it's back again.
It's sharing. I'm on Redfin. So you see Redfin?
I did it on Zillow, but
that's fine.
It's in the side chat.
Chat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, over in the private chat, I guess.
Yep. I see you. Okay. Irondale, Alabama.
Yeah, baby.
Is this a suburb of Birmingham?
Yes, it is. It is the hottest flipper area right now in Birmingham.
The hot dog.
Hot dog.
Okay. So yeah, this one is because it's listed. It won't show me the comps. So on Redfin, like you know how I normally do an easy glance. So let me see if let's just see what PropStream says. That's what you have. That's what you use, right?
I use Zillow.
Oh, you use Zillow. Okay.
Mainly because PropStream they got this crazy thing going on, so I'm not quite trusting their info.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. So
I did use it though. Today, but I got my ARV off of Zillow.
Got you. So let's see. This one. This is a 3-2, a little bit smaller. I'm just trying to find an address that's close. It's like a similar looking house.
Yep.
Because I just like to do that and use Redfin if I can. because for some reason Redfin gives you the best comps usually.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a 3-2, so it's slightly different home.
Oh, hey, by the way, that is a 4-2. I know it's a 4-2 that the Goldmar is.
Oh,
I have confirmed that because other places it says 3-2.
right.
There's 3 beds
Let's do-
upstairs and 1 bed downstairs.
By the way,
Let's go
welcome,
for
Kelly.
it.
Thanks for coming
Hey,
in.
man.
Hey,
Hey,
We're comping a deal for Scotty over here.
I've been watching you the whole time. I just didn't know how to get in on the.
Yeah, we usually do Zoom, but we're trying now StreamYard this time, so
All right.
give it a shot.
dude, shit. Okay, so what we got right here? Got this bad boy. Okay, perfect comp. Look at that. It's a little bit bigger though, so not a big deal. But let's just take a look and see what's sold around. Now here are the comparables. Oh man, you got some good stuff. You got BC. So well, just from a quick glance, it looks like you don't got a quick glance. This is a pretty interesting. It was 229. It's sold in November. This one's a 3-2. Okay, let me look at these photos. This one, I mean, doesn't look like it's in that bad shape. It's faded, but the floors seem to be decent. Could be just a nice photo. Bathrooms need to be updated.
Gonna be in there's gonna be paint.
Ugly paint.
Gonna need a whole new back deck, new air conditioner.
Back deck, new AC. Okay, so those are big. AC's big ticket, right? Definitely need some landscaping, right? A little fire pit, some concrete pad, something. Okay, front curb side, not too bad. Probably new garage door, and that's when we can get a garage door. So, let's see. So that was in November, and this one's not even flipped up all the way. That's 2.9. That carpet's pretty dated. I mean, those are not the oldest, cabinets, but they're not the most modern. 275 for the spirit level. This one's 4 years older. This one got 275. This is more recent of a sale, so that's good. Market's continuing to climb. That we already knew. So none of these are crazy flips, which is good. Getting lit up. All right. And then this one, and B was pretty close. I mean, these are all relatively close. I don't know if this is all the same neighborhood or if this is different.
It is. It's all the same.
So this one's 210, sold in December. So that's really interesting. It looks like 230 is like the conservative number, but then you got this one here, right? It's where was F? Okay, F's not a comp, so let's ignore that one. That must be a completely different neighborhood. It's 8 years older. This one got 290. Well, I mean, it's interesting though because this one looks like somebody actually flipped it. Look, so even though it's not a comp because it's not in the same area, it's not a curbside. This is at least a flipped property. So
It's a flip property. I know who did it.
Okay.
I work for it.
Cool. Yeah, that one looks nice. So, I mean, this one's 275. It's bigger than yours. It got 275. So, I mean, I would think if you did a good flip, you'd be in the 275 to possibly 300. That being more of an aggressive number. Is that what you kind of had?
225.
Yeah, 225 is the comp.
Yeah.
I mean, I think 225 is a conservative comp. I mean,
well, actually, I came up with 230. She came up with 225.
Yeah.
And let me look on my sheet what we was talking about.
I agree. There are a lot of things that would say, but I mean, this to me, this is like the ones that are selling at 230 are not really even flipped. But you're right. There is a bunch that. I mean, this was sold in December, so.
Because I found one in there. Like I said, it was a high of ARV and matched good with 200 square feet. I just think that 225 is too low of an ARV from what I'm seeing.
I agree. I think it's too low. I don't know how much. These are all older, and none of them are truly flipped. So, I mean, this one at 275 is 400 square feet bigger than yours. But, okay, it's pretty. I mean, okay, so it looks like whatever this downstairs split level area is, they did a good job finishing it and everything. and then you got the big concrete pad in the back, the shed, right? I mean, it's these little nuances. I mean, to me, I think 275 is realistic if you have a 4.2, because also you got to consider that these are 3.2, right? That's a 3.2. That's a 3.2. That one's a 4.2.
Okay.
But if you wanted to, I mean, I think 225 is low. I mean, but we can run the numbers off that if you know. 'cause I
Let's
mean,
run the numbers off of 250.
yeah, that's kind of where I was going to go in the middle. And so let's say 250. So what's rehab on this?
Right about probably 35. Maybe 40 with AC.
Yeah, the AC. I mean, that's what 10, 15.
I mean, if you're gonna do a jam up flip on it now, I mean that's not hoteling it. That's like really going in there and changing.
And you know what else? That roof is that metal?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about that? Is that I mean, in certain markets, like even though they're last longer, I feel like I don't know if they really add any value, but it's already there.
The only value it adds to me is I don't have to put a new roof on.
That's what I'm saying. But then your house sounds like you're living in a tin can when it rains. But I mean, yeah, you would want to open up this wall and redo the kitchen, at least redo the master, right? One of them, I think, would be okay. But yeah, I mean, there's a decent amount of work in here. You could, but okay, let's run it off that number then. Recap. But again, if you got people doing their own flips, and what was this one listed for? It's listed at 2. That's not going to work.
Right now she told me that she has an offer was supposed to close today at 190, and they sent in proof of funds, and then today they come up and said they couldn't get financing, and she's blown away because she don't understand why they did that.
So what is your financing on this one? Do you know? I mean, is it going to be straight cash?
Yeah, it's going to be your point. It's going to be all that there because the investor I work for, she's got access to money, but
Right.
it's from a private lender, but it's still going to cost her about the same, I guess you'd say, as that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this right here, even though most people are working off these numbers, I mean, this is where the difference between, you can really make or break a flip if you can get some cheaper money.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, running off of these numbers at 190, that's a flop. I mean, it looks like to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say, I mean, 175 is not even a great deal, right? You're going to do all that and make 20K? I don't think so. I mean, now if you can get
so what?
Then maybe, right? But then you're gonna have to put more in, right? So it's to me, this offer would be like 160 or like that.
Yep. We went back and offered 155.
Yeah, 155, 160. That's the range you want to be in. But even at 225, that's what she really should get. I mean, that's real skinny. Now, maybe I'm off on the rehab. I don't know, but
here's what her plan was.
What was
I'll just tell you. I'm just trying to find out because I'm looking at my sheet and looking at yours. Now, yours looks about like mine now.
Okay.
What she told me, she said, I don't think they're going to take it, but offer 155, see where she comes back to, because the people are ready to close. The sellers are ready to close. They was expecting a close day, and these people can't come through.
Right.
Well, what she told me is, she said, what my plan is if we can get it for 155 at this rehab, then we'll go with that. If not, what I may do, depending on what if we get it at, I may just stick 15 or 20 in it and just remarket it and sell it on, out on the market. In other words, she's not going to do full blown rehab to it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that would make sense. So then at what you're saying at 190 or maybe maybe you can get them down a bit, right? They settle on 190. Say, hey, I can do 185, but yeah, I mean, I just don't see. Again, she must be getting this money cheaper. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe no points, something like that. But on paper, it doesn't seem like a deal.
I know it. I can just tell you at 225 ARV, 155 buy price, and whatever she figured up in her cost of money and rehab.
Oh, 155, yeah. 155 is a
Yeah.
great deal.
Yeah.
At 225, even still.
Yeah.
But I mean,
so we couldn't get her to accept that. So I'm still waiting to see if she calls back. But I'm just kind of seeing. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to use this thing now, and I wanted to make sure I did it right, because when she got on the phone with me, my investor girl, and she went through, I was just typing in these numbers, and they were looking about what I put. I had them numbers pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're looking at your spreadsheet now. I mean, I took off some buyer's agents, so they're usually at 3, and then 15%, 2 points, 12%.
Well, the one I got says loan points 1, down payment 15%, hold time 4 months, commission on sale 1%, potential buyer's commission 3%.
Okay, yeah. And what was
They may not loan on that property since it's below 70 or 75% of the ARV. They may not loan that much money.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
well, she's got access to like $1.9 million, so
right.
It ain't no. It's a drop in the hat for her, but she's just not going to be. She's smart about what she does.
Yeah, you don't want to make a dumb investment. I mean, whether you got.
But my whole point is I want to start using this thing here, because my calculations here lately, if I do the crazy thing, like I know some of the prices in Alabama and Birmingham, and the ones I'm kind of used to, if you go in there and offer 50%, but it's not working.
No, I mean.
Yeah, bro, you want to be competitive now. You got to crunch the numbers, because the 70%, 80%, 65% rule that's out the window if you want to be competitive right now. So anyway,
and here's the unfortunate part: is that you are. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, last thing I was gonna say is sometimes if you want to flip the house yourself, if you ask the seller, be like, look, 155 is if I pay all cash and just cash you out. If you're willing to float, if you're willing to finance my flip for 6 months or a year, I can pay you a little bit more, and then you can take away the financing costs right there. Or maybe you could even make it like 4%. You'd be like, look, I'll give you 4% interest. No points, obviously, no loan points. And then, see if that changes the numbers at all to give you enough room. But usually it saves you. It can save you like a couple $1,000s a month. Maybe you could come up to like 160. Look, if you finance me, I can pay a little bit more.
Right. I mean, that's $600 a month, right? Yeah, that's the only other way, right?
We've had some people where we've had really tight deals, and we're like, look, like we can't make it work at this price. We thought we could, but if you finance our flip, we can get it done, and that helps.
I got you.
Anyway,
okay, I just kind of want to see it in action, because when I was going through there and trying to do this thing, I want to make sure I wasn't dreaming, because I started seeing a little bit different numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, make sure these numbers are always matching.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. What is so if you got a rehab cost of 5,000 and the bottom number has to be 5.2, or did you added something in there? You added a $1,500 agent fee a while ago, right?
Play with the red numbers.
The red number right there, Sean. If you change that to $1 million, it'll make the rehab cost $1 million.
Okay, so the red is the exact thing.
Yeah. So hey, Sean, go to the tab where it says level of repairs and drop that down. See, that's what happens if you go basic, medium, or everything. Other is the exact bid.
It's basing it off of the home square footage. So this one was 1,500.
Okay. All right. I think I pretty much can live with that.
Yeah, you got to live and die by this thing, in my opinion, because this
$18
the
per square
Flippers
foot.
calculator. So a hard money lender gave us this calculator and said, "Hey, I lend according to this. If the numbers don't make sense, I don't lend on the deal." So, I mean, we got to look at this too and be like, "Hey, if it doesn't make sense for the flipper or the lender, it's probably not going to move the deal if
Doesn't
we
make
get it
sense
under
for the
contract."
guy who's trying to make money. Yeah, exactly. Okay,
Okay.
cool. Scotty, you feeling comfortable with that? You're good?
Yeah, dude. I appreciate the rundown of that. It just kind of helped me know that I was doing, the thing correctly, because I've had a couple of them calculators before, and they blow my mind.
Hey, man, that's why we're here. We're here to
Yeah,
make sure your mind doesn't get blown.
but for sure. But yeah, I mean, 225. I mean, I guess that's. The 2,000 square foot home. It's not even in that bad of shape.
Sean, you got to get closer to your router or
Oh, wait, no,
something,
that was
brother.
good. I mean, this one. It's trash. I mean, dude, I don't have that problem when I'm on Zoom.
Is it just me? Maybe no one
It's
else
bad?
is seeing you.
I'm watching him freeze up too.
Kelly,
Yeah, you're freezing, bro. This ain't your fault. Don't take it
I
as
hate
a
that.
personal attack on yourself, man. It ain't your fault.
I like the funny faces you get frozen with. That's the cool part.
it's my
That's the
fault.
one.
You know what's funny? Like when your internet goes slow and you start lagging, you almost feel like it's a personal attack on who you are as a person. You're like, I swear,
It's just like, man, I paid my bill.
I swear.
I mean, should I try to stream from my? Should I try to do it from my hotspot?
No, dude, you're fine. You probably have a lot of tabs open or something. I don't know.
I closed all. I mean, yeah, I have a boatload of tabs. Let me just get rid of this.
Anyway, so Scotty, you're good, right? We answered your question.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Just the demonstration going piece by piece helped me, because I think if I can really just get in there and do that from now on,
Yeah,
I
just
think
practice.
my offers come out a lot better. I think I can make a lot better offers.
Yeah, in the Investor Thrive, the deal analysis course, I think I do go a little bit deeper into it. I can't. Do show you how to use the calculator in there? I don't. I swear I did.
Well, I've been going through it, and I heard you say you was going to show it, and then it skipped to something else. So I wouldn't be 100% sure, but
I'm gonna look at it again. I thought
I've
Not
watched
only
Sean do it twice. I've watched him do it twice on the other shows, but just not as something I'm familiar with, like my house, my numbers, So
not only
I'm gonna make sure I go there and do another video on like how to use the calculator better.
Okay.
Yeah, not only is Nathan ADD in real life, but so are his videos. Scott, let me show you, and then he didn't show you.
That's right.
What's okay, cool. Kelly, pleasure to have you.
Yeah, I'll try to catch up with you guys. I like hanging out with you.
Yeah, we
Inspired me.
Appreciate that, man.
How are your $500,000 flips going? How are your big flips going?
Well, actually, we're at that point where I'm starting to get excited about actually reaching an ending. Cabinets are going in, the electrical's being done, the plumbing's being done, the baseboard and trim. So once you get to that point, then it's just keeping people on schedule and paid.
For sure. And
I found out my one property that I got, the probate will be done on the 22nd of April or 21st.
How'd you get that one?
Well, that's the one we talked about before that you told me at one time.
Okay, got you.
She's been willing to carry the notes. So I don't have to take it down. So
that is fantastic.
So that's good news there. And she actually is getting out of the property this week and leaving everything. She's like literally leaving all the furniture or everything. I don't know what to do with it particularly, but
probably make a Facebook post and let the vultures come on in.
They will. They'll show up.
No, bro, Kelly, have you seen our video of how we made like $3,000 on just selling stuff on Facebook?
I heard you talk about it, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to get the process.
Hey, let's show you. I'll show you, Kelly. You ready?
Yeah. Let me get a piece of paper.
So we let me get my window ready.
This honestly might be too. Kelly might be making too much on this flip to care about making the little $3,000.
Hey man, we made $3,000 off of barely anything in the house. So if they got furniture and like decent stuff,
it's a 4-bedroom, fully packed with all beds, dressers.
That's great.
Tables, chairs, lounge chairs, patio furniture.
So on the phone, it's really easy to do. Let's see. I can do it.
Where are you at here?
I'm on
Yeah.
Facebook. Can you see my screen?
Okay, I got you.
Okay, so super easy. You take a picture on your cell phone of anything that's in the house that you feel like is of value, and
Okay.
you like for let's say it's a couch. Well, tell me
Okay.
what's in the house. Like, is there a couch?
Just put beds. There's like all kinds of beds. There's five sets of beds and washer dryer.
Okay, so washer and dryer. So we
Okay.
sold a washer and dryer it was like probably 10 years old for $400. It
The
took a
set?
day to do. So if you go to Facebook Marketplace, all you do is you take a picture, you create the listing, you throw it up there, and within like 2 or 3 days, someone will buy it.
Really? Wow.
So we did that, and then just to kind of show you, let's see. And I actually break down like what we sold in this YouTube video, and how we did it. You don't have to watch it. It's pretty self-explanatory, but you can. Anyway, whenever we flip a house now, I have one of our employees, Jared. He just goes and literally just throws everything on KSL, which is like Craigslist here or Facebook Marketplace. We made $3,000 on the house that we flipped in South Jordan, and 2,500 on the one in that we just flipped in Sugar House. So it's a little it's not like that much, but it covers it beats having to pay someone to trash out the place, because
That's
that
just
usually
it. Yeah.
pays-
So I'd have to pay someone to haul it all off if I don't.
yeah. So
Exactly.
I was gonna pay someone like $1,500 to haul it off, but instead of paying him $1,500, I made $2,500, and it just
Yeah.
took. I didn't even do it. I facilitated. I gave it to one of my employees. You could do that too. You could just say, hey, you could just tell someone, hey, if you sell all this stuff, you get to keep 30% of what you sell. That's what I tell Jared. I say you get to keep half of it. I don't want to think about it.
I did a $500,000 purchase, flipped it for $820 about 8 months ago, and it had high-end solid wood furniture throughout, and I didn't know what to do with it. I knew there's a lot of money there. I ended up giving it to an auction house that sold it, but I only made like 30% off its value, but they hauled it off.
But dude, I'm telling you right here, easy. Anything you throw on Facebook Marketplace, KSL, Craigslist, you'll be able to sell within a week or two at most. And if anything that doesn't sell, then you can just put it for free or trash it.
Yeah.
And then there's less stuff to trash.
Exactly.
So what was your expression, Sean? What were you expressing your expression a minute ago?
I don't know. That's a good question. I can't remember what
I commented about all the furniture in the house.
Oh yeah, I was just like, man, solid wood furniture. Oh, I was just gonna say like, yeah, I mean, it's for Facebook and stuff and Craigslist. Like, I would be careful. I wouldn't post like addresses and stuff. And if you have somebody do it for you, I would have them hop on the phone like quickly just to prove that it's a real person that's not like some scam or whatever. I mean, you know what I mean. You don't want them breaking into the bank and but once you have like one person that's interested in buying, usually the people that are interested in buying crap like that want to buy everything. They're like, oh yeah, I'll take it all.
It happens all the time. They come in the house, they're like, what about this? You're like,
for a living. So they're like, yeah, I'll take all of it. Yeah.
And yeah, half the time it's a business they have. They just they take a little stool, they brush it up, they clean it up, and they sell it for $10 more.
Yeah, well, we do with houses, they do with furniture.
They do furniture.
Yeah, man. Everybody's hustling. Hey, so do you Kelly or anyone else on the call, Latoya, Dalton, do you guys have any questions or any deals you want us to comp? The purpose of the call is, go ahead, Kelly. Anybody else, just write it in the chat, or then we can bring you here on the screen or live. Go ahead, Kelly.
So you guys have a hedge fund you work with, right?
We have a couple, yeah.
So a guy that I've known in business for years has now shifted out. He's very, very good at what he does. He's very professional, but he has these businesses going on, and he just was asked to become the director of a hedge fund that manages like $500 million. And so he invited me to dinner because he wanted to see what I was doing. And so we went and ate, and we're talking. He goes, yeah, I'll get you whatever money you need, whatever. And I go, well, I need $65,000 cash right now. He goes, all right, just send me the information and I'll get it for you.
Wow.
And, I'm like, cool. Don't you want to know what it's for and how we're securing it?
He said, no, we're just trying to wash this money.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So what do you pay your hedge fund people? What's the process how do you engage them and facilitate the transactions?
So the way that we've worked with hedge funds before is they don't give us money. We just what's going on with them is they just buy our deal. So it's like any other buyer. We submit it, they have their
Okay.
team look at it, and then they make an offer, and then we assign it to them. So we've never had a hedge fund be like, "Hey, we're literally giving you $1 million. Let's work together and invest." Like it sounds like this guy's willing to give you money to work with you. We're not like working with hedge funds. We're selling to them our deals.
I got you. So they're all like a cash buyer. They're an in consumer of your product.
Yeah,
Well, that's great to have them too, because they got cash to do stuff. And
yeah, they're good, but it's kind of rough. They take a week or two to get back to you, and then sometimes they'll do an inspection. So they'll go see it, and then that takes about a week. And usually they pay a lot, but sometimes they'll go do the inspection, waste 3 weeks of your time, be like, nah, we're not interested. And it's like, well, shoot, we were kind of waiting on you, and now we're in a bad spot. So anyway,
I hear you.
Yeah, and
hey man, if you got someone willing to give you money,
yeah,
I mean,
let's
go.
Let's get that connect so we can go straight to the watering hole.
Well, I at this point can't use $500,000. I suppose I can start thinking of those realms.
Wait, why can't you use it? You don't have the properties to invest them into?
I would need to learn a next level. Like I now know luxury homes, which has been a big learning curve.
Yeah.
Very, very profitable, big learning curve. So I can do those. So the next, you'd have to probably buy, I got a piece of land I want to buy and build 27 houses on.
Nice.
It takes like $2.5 million. And he's like, I'll fund it. That's great.
Sounds really good. Yeah, because honestly, the biggest issue with those is the amount of interest and stuff you're accruing, right? Just to get the permits, right? So if you don't have somebody holding the note on the land, you got to go pull the permits, work with the city, get the engineer out, get the architecture out, the architectural designs. Those can take 6 to 8 months. I mean, and certain things have to go in certain order, meaning you can't do the architectural stuff until the city provides you the permit. You can't do this, can't do that. So it has to go in order, and they all take forever. So that's why the builders and stuff, they don't want anything to do with that. That's why the person in the middle who's willing to bring the utilities, pull the permits, do that, is able to make $1 million deals, because those guys just want to roll the trucks up and build it. They don't want to do any of that crap. So it's a capital intensive type of middleman, right? But very lucrative one if you have that end developer relationship. But I guess if you want to do the whole thing, right, that's good too. It's not your money.
I could put 27 lots on there, and I think I could sell them the lots. I think I can buy the land for $1.5 million. Okay. I think it's going to take another $800,000 to infrastructure, roads, sewers, water.
Let's pull out the spreadsheet. But
I think that would make the lots my out-of-pocket cost about 50, 60 grand per lot, but I could sell them for around 200, 150 to 200. So I thought about doing that. 10 lots, I have it debt-free, and then I either sell the lots off or I get plans drawn up and sell the plans with the lots, like Jerry was talking about.
Exactly, right? That one that he did, the luxury, where he was just sitting on, somebody said, hey, yeah.
I just didn't know if you guys were borrowing money, but I see now you're using them as an end user. I just want to know what kind of terms that you were dealing with them.
Right.
I mean, one day we'll be doing that, bro. We'll be building.
Yes.
Haven't bid that off yet.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you're telling me that they're willing to lend you money? I mean, obviously you have to pay a return, right? But you just don't know. You just don't know
what partnership or a percentage of it or something.
Well, see, that would be the beauty of it, right? If they're willing to fund it and then just cut you a percentage. I mean, ultimately, that's almost risk free for you, right? Like, seems like idiot proof. Well, that's great. Yeah.
Well, they were pretty excited about, I guess, the dream I have, right? Not so much the reality yet, but they don't know that, I guess. Sure. It's just I talk, I guess.
All right, awesome. Sean. Well, if you look in the chat, in the private chat, Sean, I think we have two deals that Dalton has one, and then Latoya has one. Kelly, are you good? Are we good?
No, I'm good. If someone else is ready to go, I just didn't know what you were doing with hedge fund. It's nice to.
Yeah, they're just end buyers. One day they'll probably trust us to let us hang out with them, but right now they just buy our deals.
They just buy the deal.
Start, you build up a reputation.
Yeah, that's right.
All
right, this guy's looking for more. Maybe I'll hook him up with you guys if he's open.
Hey man, we're always looking for deals, and if they want to partner up, I I mean, I think our next move for us, Kelly, is the luxury flips. Like, we definitely want to get into that. So we might hit you up for some help on that.
Yeah, I'll be
Okay.
glad to.
You can fund us.
There you go.
You're
All
gonna
right,
be
let's get Dalton in here. Let's see if
Dalton.
Dalton. Thanks, Kelly. I appreciate it, brother.
All right.
Hey, Dalton, are you there?
Oh,
You
geez.
What's
got a
up, man?
crowd?
How's it going?
How you doing, man?
Hey, how'd it
Good.
go with that other one you made an offer on it?
I got ghosted,
No,
so I've just been following up, waiting for it to get in touch. So
the browser can't access your. Oh shit! Hold on. Okay.
So how can we help you? Let's see. Sean, you got to share. Oh, you're gonna share your screen. All right. Yeah, Dalton, how can we help you? You got a deal in Pennsylvania?
yeah, I got two if you got time, but this one's really throwing me through a loop.
Pennsylvania usually does, man. PA is an interesting place.
Yeah,
It definitely is.
yeah.
Um,
Go ahead. Yeah, let us know how we can help.
So
So this one, it looks pretty good, but it needs like probably 20 to 30,000.
and what would that go to? Just out of curiosity, are these photos accurate and up to date, or?
They're pretty close. Just a little bit of wear and tear.
Right. Okay. Okay, cool. So they bought this 2000. Oh wow, those are pretty old. Okay. 2014 or paid 214 2012. So this is a 2,000 square foot for 2.5. It was built in 1957. I was just saying, okay, this is a townhouse. All right. You got me with the townhouses again, huh? So let's see. This is
So first off, why is it throwing you through a loop so we kind of get the context without having to dive too deep?
When I was looking at it, the comps are just like they were looking like they were same condition as like the pictures, so I just don't know how to get a
you couldn't
accurate
find one that was
offer.
flipped, sort of deal.
What's that?
So you couldn't find one that was flipped?
No, I found. Let me see. I might have it somewhere. I found one that was like a real nice one,
Right.
but that
Gotcha.
was it. I couldn't find more than one.
Yeah. Sometimes right now, because of inventory being that low, that can be the case. So,
Right.
all right. So there's nothing, unfortunately, on that street, which it looks like that street has a lot of similar looking builds and stuff like that. So let's see what these other ones look like. Okay. So this one is a 4.2.5. It's 1 year older. It's 500 square feet smaller. That's the closest one. So let's see what these pics look like. Looks like it's pretty similar. That sold in June for $335. This thing's pretty nice. It's not like amazing, but floors are nice. Let's see about the kitchens and the bath. So hardwoods throughout. That was pretty good. Bathrooms, whatever. Kitchens or whatever. Okay, so it's not like flips, right? But they got 335. So, but that's like a nice like lived in property, right? Well maintained, good, good homeowner, right? So that's 335. And one of the bathrooms looks like they may have two of them are okay. All right, so you got that one. That's your closest comp, so that's good. That's 335. And then the next closest one would be like E and B and F. So this one is here's 4, right? So these have 3 bedrooms. This one sold in December, so it's pretty recent for 320. This looks similar, but it's got 3 bedrooms and it's smaller. It's sold for 320. It's got a decent little backyard or whatever. Okay, and this thing's ugly. I mean, it's got carpet in the living room, but the bath or kitchen seems nice. Or it's not super updated, but the flooring's decent. And then it's got some hideous carpet and panel boarding in the little basement there. Okay. 320, 335, 305. This one is the farthest one away. And these are most of these are 3.2, so that's good, and they're smaller than yours, right? So, and this is pretty lived in, very dated. Nothing special. You guys there, or am I running behind? Okay.
No, I think, I think he's just muted.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm just listening.
I was having trouble with my internet earlier, so I'm like, just want to make sure. This one's 6 years. Looks like it's 6 years, 6 years newer, and appears to be like an all brick building, which I don't know. I mean, that's always better. I don't know if do these have HOAs or anything? Like, do they have to maintain the outside of the building? Do you know?
I'm actually not quite sure.
Okay, somewhat important, right? Because if you have all brick around it, right, there's not any maintenance ever for that, so that's always a benefit from a perspective of a home buyer. So this is a February one, right? I mean, this is a 4.2, 2.5. I mean, it's 6 years newer. So, and it looks like it's on that main road. It's on Welsh Road, which appears to be a much more main road than, yeah. So this is on the road, and it's sold for $370. So, I mean, to me, from what I'm seeing here, an aggressive ARV would be $370, right? And a conservative ARV would be, it's kind of wide, right? It would be somewhere between, I think, 325 and 375. I know that's pretty wide. It's really just going to come down to how much, how well of a flip it is or whatever, right? I mean, is that what you kind of had, or what did you have for an ARV?
Yeah, I was sitting right. I was thinking like 45. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Sorry, you were breaking up. What did you say?
I was sitting right around the 345 is what I was thinking, so it doesn't sound like too far off.
Yeah, 345. I mean, yeah, if you wanted to be really conservative, 325. So if you pop that in the calculator, 325. And what are you flirting with?
What do you mean?
As far as purchase price, what do they want? What do they want? Where do you think you can be?
We were sitting pretty close to 275.
Okay, that's where you
can make
that's where they want to be.
Yeah,
or that. Because I mean that's gonna be cutting it real tight. I mean, at 325. Now, if it's over 375, right? That's a different deal. You there, Dalton?
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay. I don't know. Is it me lagging or is it?
I don't think you are. I think
Okay.
I just keep muting myself. I'm at the beach, so I'm trying to not have like too much background noise in here.
Oh, okay. Got you. You're at the beach. I love it. So yeah, I mean, to me, so 275 is what they want, or that's what they want, obviously.
Yeah, right around there. I could maybe get them down to 250.
Right. I mean, 250. Now you're talking, right? I think 250 is where you'd want to be because, well, you are trying to wholesale this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think 340, 345, and that's like right in the middle of the road. I don't think that's very aggressive. And this would leave a little bit of room for you to mark it up. It really just boils down to what the actual what does the flipper want to make? But I mean, this is a good deal for anybody. I mean, but again, if you could get that 355 number and higher, now you're really in it, right? But honestly, if you're telling me it's in similar condition to what I mean, I don't if it's somewhat right where close to what this was at this time, I mean, yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, maybe you can clean it, buy it and relist it,
Yeah,
but,
for sure. I was kind of thinking something like a hotel, but I've never done anything like that. So
yeah. Well, yeah, I think I don't think this Redfin estimate or Redfin estimate is too far off. I mean, 375 might be a hair aggressive, but I mean, everything's pointing that this would be a good deal. 275 is close, but it's somebody would probably take that right now. You know, I mean, you might not get a assignment fee there, but there's something there. Cool. Was that helpful, Dalton?
Not too bad. Thank
Enjoy. What beach you at, man?
Get somebody else, and then I can. Venice.
Oh, in
California.
Florida? Oh, you're in Venice. Wow.
No,
nice.
California. Yeah.
California. That's sweet. All right, let's. Yeah, well, I'll circle back to you on this one, on the other one. Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
Latoya, you there?
She's here.
She's here. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Has this call been good, Latoya? You've been has it been good? Have you been a little bored? Like, I want your feedback because I want to hear how you're feeling.
No, it's good. As far as like comping and stuff, I get kind of lost in that sometimes, but yeah, it's been good.
Okay.
Good. All right.
What's going on with this one?
This is just the lead I got earlier. Just been texting back and forth using that new database. Was it Smarter Contact?
Contact. Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And the guy wants to sell it for $850. So I just want to see if that's a good number, at least. I guess something in around that, because I know on Zillow it shows above 900,000, but I don't know which ones to use.
Gotcha. Let's see what. Yeah, I'm gonna use Redfin too, but. Oh, are you talking to John? Is that who he said he was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So it looks
Yep.
like all right, good. Beautiful. So these are somewhat in the same neighborhood. So this one's 15 years newer, got 1.1 million. You know what I'm noticing, most of so this one's smaller, right? Or similar size, but 15 years newer. So this is not a comp. Did you wow, look at that. Did you I'm having a brain fart. Did you verify how many bedrooms there are?
Yeah. I'm waiting on him to message me back. That was one thing too, because it doesn't have like the completed amount of bedrooms, so that kind of sucks.
That does suck. That's really important, right?
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
That is important. Also, does it have a pool? Because that's also important. So I'd find that out because it looks like most of these around here have a pool. So this one sold. This is 1 year newer. Sold in June. 715. It's a 4.4. It's bigger than his supposedly. It looks like, I mean, definitely a different curbside, different style and design.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know why people build these ugly contemporary homes like that, but they do. This has got high ceilings. It's got the little butler bar. This thing's nice. I mean, come on, get out of here, right? I mean, is it really that nice, right? It's not the most updated or whatever, but it's a cool house. It's well maintained. It's clean. This one is B, so it's actually pretty close. Now, it looks like B is on a major road. No, never mind. Okay, so it's on a private street, so that's good. And this one, so this is bigger, newer. It's sold on the market with an agent, and yeah, it's not completely updated, right? So I mean, there are some stuff maybe there. Once again, you don't know what the situation was with the listing agent. There could have been, issues with the house.
Yeah, I was about to say that's pretty low, right? So.
Well, I don't know. Let's see. And look at that pool. I mean, come on. So it's not the nicest pool. There could have been issues with it, right? It's green. That could be a point of why it didn't sell. I mean, it's ugly back there, but it's still pretty cool. I mean, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but there's somebody could redo that and make it look amazing, right? And they got solar panels. Solar panels.
What you think about solar panels though for homes?
I think that we have a story to tell you about that. That they can be great. If they're owned free and clear, That's great. They don't add a ton of value, but they are cool. So look, just from a quick glance, right?
Mhm.
You're skimming across these numbers. These are the comps. You got one in the 1.1. It's 15 years newer. The rest of these are, this one's the same year built. Sorry. This one's 1 year newer. This one's 4 years newer. This one's the same year built. We're seeing a pattern, right? 7. This one just sold for 805. It's 3 years or 871. And then this one, 19 years newer, right? So basically what he's asking for is retail. Yeah, unfortunately that's not going to fly. You said 850.
Yeah.
So this is a 4,500 square foot home, 3 years newer, has 5 beds, pretty much 4 bathrooms. But it's not, again, this is actually pretty dated in there, surprisingly. But so that's over 871. Unless, yeah, so no, there's really nothing. He's way off.
Zillow got it at 993.
Yeah, Zillow, yeah, there's usually a big difference. I don't know why.
But I think it's only that amount because they don't have like the bed count.
Yeah, that's true. Whenever there's no bedrooms and bath, you can pretty much throw the Zillow estimate out the window.
Yeah.
But yeah, that got 871 and it's bigger. Sure, it's bigger, it's newer, it's all that, but it's also in a different like neighborhood and stuff. So none of these comps have been perfect, but he's just on a single street. Unless it's like a gated street and you can pull comps and see. So let me just cross-reference this a little bit, see what PropStream says, just to give us a second look. Oh, look at that.
What's the amount? Let me see.
I don't know, but that might be why he's chatting with you.
Oh, okay. So then there may be some room for negotiation.
Well, yeah, I would ask him about that and say, hey, what's going on? Public record says this and that. Get him to clarify and say, hey, do you owe? Are you?
That doesn't scare him away?
It's public record, so if they're really trying to sell their house, I don't see why it would. It's never shied anybody away from us. Necessarily.
Okay. So with the comps that we have, 850 is too high. So I probably have to get them down.
850 is what it could. So that one we saw, yeah, 850 is like what it could sell for probably if it was in decent shape, meaning it needed no work. But let's see what this one. This is 890. What year was this one built?
I just seen that one too.
1998. This is 82, but it looks like there's a good bit more land or something, like more acreage. And this thing is, it's just a different floor plan and everything, but it looks like square foot 2688. So that's interesting. But what did that sell for? That sold for 890. So yeah, I think you could possibly get a little more, right? It just depends on how much work it needs. But yeah, I would say ask him if he's interested in listing it, figure out what's going on with the public record. Say, hey, it's what it says. And then I would, if he's opens up about it, just figure out exactly what, how much do you owe, try to get the most recent mortgage statement and, figure out exactly what he owes, how much it costs to catch it up. And then, try to structure something creative, which we could definitely help you with. But yeah, but that's only if the person's willing to talk about it, right? Sometimes they just feel like they have another plan or they can list it or whatever. So I would just figure out all the options he's considering, say what kind of options are you considering listing it, this, that, and the other, figure out as much situational stuff because deals like this where you're behind on payments and the house is in pre-foreclosure potentially doesn't mean it's accurate. It could be wrong, but yeah, there's that's if you can understand what's going on and how to fix their issue, then that's how you're gonna get this deal, because at that point the price tag doesn't matter. So yeah, I can give you 850, but it's gonna take 5 years, 10 years, whatever. And you can get your 850, just not today. So but as far as comps go, yeah, 850 is looking like I mean, you see, this one's 989. So where's number 4? 4's over here. These are all different style homes. This one's 15 years newer. It's a lot bigger, and it just sold for 989. Oh, I'm sorry, that was last year, so it's been a full year, but still 989. And I mean, we could go through these pictures. I mean, look at the pool, look at that. I mean, it's like it's a way better curbside. I mean, you like this castle, or I mean, the curbside matters, right? Or you want to live here, or you want to live, at this one. You want to, So, that was 889. So, and this is considerably larger and considerably newer. So, yeah, the guy's high in the clouds, but that's okay. I would not focus on the number and focus on the issue, the situation, the timeline, and try to get as much of that information as you can and figure out, if he's like, yeah, I owe $2 million. Okay, well, the monthly payment of what he owes needs to be less than what you could possibly rent this out for, right? So if those numbers work, then there's a way to structure the deal. There's always a way to structure it.
I might pass this over to you to help me get this under.
Yeah, I mean, we could definitely work on that one together for sure.
Because Peoria is a nice area.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's not too far from where I'm at right now, and they do have some some bad areas too, but that area is really nice.
It looks like it. It looks like it.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, that was helpful. So yeah, so with those guys, you want to get the most recent mortgage statement, or whoever the lender is, if they have multiple lenders.
Yeah.
You need all that recent work. Say, hey, if you want me to structure a deal, I need all of these numbers in order to make you the deal, make you an offer that's going to make sense for anybody, not just me.
Yeah. A lot of buyers they just think someone's willing to give them money with like limited information. Like if you're really buying a house, like this is the thing with wholesalers, right? They think like the end buyer isn't going to have all these questions. But like if you were buying it yourself, you would ask all those questions, get all the information. I think that's the disconnect between being a wholesaler and a flipper. Is like if you were a flipper yourself, you would be vetting. You would be like, well, I don't know if I need to buy this house. Like it sounds like, anyway, that's the disconnect.
You have to structure your mental, meaning like it's your money, you're the flipper. And if you don't look at it from that perspective, then you won't be able to sell it on the back end, especially a deal like that, right? It's like, why does this make sense for me? If it makes sense for you, it makes sense for you.
Because what happens a lot is like when we sell multi-units or try to sell like duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes, we'll just be like, how much do you want? And we'll get like limited information, and then we'll try to sell, and the buyers are like, okay, what are the rent rolls? Like, what's the vacancy rate? Like, what's the price? Like, they ask all these questions, and we're like, oh, you know what, man?
Cash return,
we didn't ask any of those questions because we're just trying to get a deal. But if we were buying that ourselves, we would analyze all that. So that's all I got to say about, just change the mindset of like, would I buy this deal? Would I do this? Do I have enough information for me to make a good decision? And then
you put a PropStream, right?
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Did you take a peek and see that? This info right here, and try
the pre-foreclosure stuff?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that yet.
Okay. Yeah, I mean PropStream doesn't always have the best comps, but that's one great thing to verify, hey, I'm talking to the right person, and what's going on with this? Because just like multifamilies and stuff like that, when it becomes a creative deal, the ARV at that point, it matters, but what matters more is how can I cash flow on this? And that's what matters to the end user,
Latoya, did Sean do a good job answering your question, or do you have any more? Because I think Emily has a question too.
No, that's it.
All right. Well, Latoya, it's great to have you on here.
Okay.
Thanks for coming. Thanks. Hey, every Friday you come on here if you want.
All right. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So we have Emily. Emily, are you there? Oh, there you are. What's up?
Yes, I'm here. How are you guys? Happy
All right,
Hey,
Friday.
how you doing?
answer your question. I know you had you were messaging me, so I said, hey, just hop in here. It'll be way easier for me to just tell you my thoughts, right?
Yeah.
So let's tell us the situation and let's see if we can help.
So when I say we, it's me and signed contract to purchase a home for fix and flip
Okay.
in January. The original date was supposed to be February 28th, I believe it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you ready to perform? Were you ready to go and buy it?
Yeah, so we had been working with a lender. We were submitting all the applications, all the paperwork, getting ready for all that. Then the seller requested an extension on the closing. So we said yes, we were working with them. However, we purchased this property through a company called Sunday. They're not wholesalers. It's
Yeah,
not
no,
like
we know. I bought one through Sunday.
Yeah.
so they're really just protecting the seller, and it's very difficult for the buyer. But if it were us to have extended they would have charged us $250 per day. But with the seller, they didn't do that with them. So we didn't want to fight or argue that because we were trying to work with them. Anyways, then the extended to March 15th. So this month. Then our original lender was having some issues. We started working with a different lender, and he was requesting appraisal. Sunday, they don't allow appraisal. I said, look, our
Can you not get a hard money loan? Can you get like a hard money lender to just do it?
yeah, so they are a hard money lender, but since it's our first flip, they weren't wanting to lend without doing an appraisal on the home.
Yeah, no, you got to get another hard money lender. I mean, just because where's this deal?
In Florida.
Yeah, you got to find someone else. That might be harder to say at this moment because you're in the situation, but the hard money lenders we use, whether it's been our first deal or not, they just look at the deals, the numbers on the deal, and then they lend on it if the deal makes sense. This deal might be kind of tight, and that's why they're probably like, well, we got to double check because the numbers might not be there, so there might be a little apprehensive.
And honestly, that could be a sign that, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to speculate. But if the hard money lender's nervous, that should make you nervous a little bit.
I've never heard of a hard money lender needing to get an appraisal because that's not what they do.
They do a thing that's called like a virtual appraisal. They just needed someone to walk through with to do a Zoom call with the appraiser who is in a different state. So it's just a walkthrough. It's not like a
it's not. They don't. Not yet.
you know.
Sounds like a wholesaler to me.
The
lender. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
That's
okay.
like what we do. We're like, we just need to walk through it one more time really quick.
Yeah. So our lender has been really good. He's been helping us and everything. But what I wanted to get to was once we told the seller, well, the agent, I guess you can say, that we had appraisal scheduled. They right after that they were like, oh no, the seller has a different buyer, this and that. They're not wanting to continue. You guys were taking too long for the appraisal, and the earnest money goes with them.
Oh my gosh, Sunday is terrible.
Yeah,
that is. I mean,
so what's happening is Sunday does not care about you, right? They're just like, oh, we can get their money and we had backup offers, so we'll just try it or send it out again. So they're just in a position where they're like, who cares about you guys? So your question is, I think, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I don't even know why I interjected. Go ahead, continue.
No, go ahead. I guess what we're trying to do at this point, we don't really care about buying the property. They haven't been upfront with us. They've really been for us to avoid the appraisal. During this whole situation, they were like, oh, well, you know what? We have our own lender. They don't do appraisals. So I actually spoke with them. And they said, oh, no, you need to have a minimum of 4 flips under your belt. And I said, okay, I understand that. Either way, I'm already working with my lender. And then all of a sudden, when we were trying to schedule the appraisal with the agent, that same lender calls me back, is like, oh, you know what? Actually, we just started this new campaign, this and that. We're able to allow to lend to you guys, even though it's your first flip.
Okay.
And we're like, okay, that's a little odd. Like the same day that we said that we're needing an appraisal, you guys are coming back and saying this. And then that lender every single day would call me, hey, we can still lend to you, even after I told him we have our lender, we're not going with you guys. So I guess the question is, at this point, we're prepared to buy the house. We're just wanting to get our because we put $5,000 earnest money, so we're trying to get that.
Yo, can you wholesale this thing?
It's not.
It's well, I know that, but could you find someone to sell it to if you double closed? Like just go through with it and double close and just have someone else close on it. Could you do that? Is it
I don't
like
know. I don't know if we could find a buyer.
we could do it for you if you can work with Sunday and it's a deal, we can help you get wholesale it. Because where in Florida is this?
St. Petersburg.
Oh yeah, we could do that, no
Have
problem.
you ever been on? Did we comp that property in the past?
It's the same property. It's that same.
Okay, yeah, I feel like I was like, yeah, okay, I remember it sort of. It was that one that was like, yeah, okay.
On Sunday, what you can do is you can just use transactional funding, double close, and have someone else buy it. Like just be like, hey, look, Sunday we're gonna buy it. Back up. Sean, did you look at the deal? Was it a deal? Do you remember?
I can't remember it now. I mean, if we want to just pull up the spreadsheet.
Is that an option for you, Emily? Like if you just go through with it, you wouldn't even need a hard money lender to lend on it. You would just need transactional funding, and that's to close. They would double close, they'd produce the funds, and then you just have to have someone else close on it.
I think that could be a possibility to check, because I'm in this with my partners, so I would have to see what they want to do. Yesterday they were just like, they want nothing to do with the property. We just want our earnest money back. And I don't know with it, like if we do a double close, I don't know if maybe if we find a cash buyer or other investor, if they'll have an issue of not having any access to the property. Like I don't know if that would be it.
Well, I mean, it depends how good of a deal is. If there's pictures and there's good information on there, which Sunday usually does, is they provide pretty good information. I think that Sunday even provides an appraisal, right?
What was that?
Doesn't Sunday even provide an appraisal?
They provide an inspection.
Inspection. Okay, inspection. Yeah. So if you want, we can take a look at it. You would the process would be is you tell Sunday, hey, yeah, we're just gonna close on it. We found someone to partner with that's gonna help us take care of it. You'd close on it, and then you'd assign, but there's got to be enough room on it. So,
well, what is the number? I mean, without looking at the property and spending too much time, we can look at it if you want to explore that option. But what was the ARV and where are you at on price?
So we purchased it at 240.
Okay.
Price is 240. ARV is 426. We spoke with 2 agents in the area. They're top seller agents in St. Pete. One of them who sold a home 2 doors down from that home, he said that he recommended starting it maybe like at 430. And then he said he's even it would go up to like 450. So our ARV is like.
What are you predicting for rehab?
I mean, it needs rehab. We estimate 85,000. It needs roof, siding, electrical, HVAC, kitchen.
that'll be more than 85.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Is that why you guys are kind of like not really sure if you want to do it because it's a big project?
No, because my partners, they own a contracting company, so they've done all of that. We just haven't purchased a home, fixed and flipped it, and then sold it. But we've done rehabs where homeowners
That's good.
do it,
Okay, that's good.
So why aren't you wanting to do it? It sounds like a good deal.
Because we feel like they haven't been upfront from the beginning. Sunday even my lender, without me telling him, he said it feels like they're he feels like it's not a seller thing, it's a Sunday thing, that they're just not wanting us access to the property. He says they may know that the home won't appraise for what we estimated. So that's what we were thinking. Even my lender said that without us saying it. And they've just, from the beginning, Sunday has not been, upfront with us. It seems like they're trying to avoid even an appraisal. After we scheduled it, they
Well,
didn't.
they are trying to avoid an appraisal because Sunday is they're like wholesalers that list properties, so they don't want you to do that. They don't want you to appraise it. They just want someone to give it cash offer and move on.
Move on, right?
Yeah, and they said they were gonna send the what's it called, the cancellation agreement.
Mhm.
But I still haven't received it. So
When are you supposed to close on it?
3:15. She's 3 days past the close date.
3 days past.
I have a buddy. His name is Nate Worth, and we bought a deal with him on Sunday, and he bought another one in Houston, one in San. He might even be interested in this one. I don't know, because he had this too. He was like 2 weeks past the close date with Sunday, and he was like, "Man, they keep bugging me. I don't know if I want to close on this house." So he's been in the situation that you're in. Maybe he might be worth talking to kind of understand.
And maybe you can get a last minute drop in price, bring it down or something. I mean, never know. It's worth the ask.
Then and then their fee for every day after closing is $250 per day, including weekends. So
The heck are they even? That's
yeah,
wild.
and then we were like, okay, if we're requesting an extension, because we're past the 15th, if we're requesting an extension and you guys are charging us $250, we were accommodating the other seller. I mean, the seller when they wanted to extend. And they're like, no, you guys have to pay $250 per day.
So you've gone 250 since 228.
That doesn't make sense if the seller requested the extension.
Exactly. And then the agent is like, oh, you know what? Actually, the seller has another buyer. So it's like, it's very contradicting. They're very contradicting as far as.
It smells like a class action lawsuit.
So the thing with Sunday is they're like brokering the deal, right? And the
Mhm.
seller could be like, you know what, Sunday, I don't want to sell with you guys anymore. So the seller could be giving Sunday the stiff arm,
That could be.
That's true.
The seller could be like, you know what, I have a better offer. So Sunday's like, let me keep her money, your money, and that way we'll be made somehow whole, and the seller will probably dip on us. That's probably what's going on. If I were you, I go knock on the door of the seller.
Straight up.
I go knock on the door of the seller and be like, hey, look, I'm buying your house. I had a plan. Sunday's in the middle of this and they suck. What's the deal? Like, how can we get this done?
For
Because
real.
Sunday takes a 5 or 4% cut of
Yeah.
the fee. So if you just go to the seller and be like, look, they're screwing this up. I want to get the deal, but I feel like they're just, mucking things up. They're just making this shady. Let's just work together. And then you could probably even come up with the difference. I mean, what's the purchase price of the property? $240?
Yeah, $240.
So Sunday's trying to make
It comes out to like $251.
We're trying to make around 10,000.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to my guy Nate, or what? From everything we said, what do you think in your opinion, is the best solution or the best way to go?
Well, to be honest, my partners, how I mentioned yesterday, they were just like, they wanted nothing to do with the property. They just wanted their $5,000 back and to move on. But
Right.
we hadn't thought about that because since it's not assignable, we didn't think about double closing because we were like,
I mean, it seems like you got plenty of room to do that.
we're like, how in the world are we gonna sell this to another investor without them even having access to the property?
We do it all the time. We sell properties without anyone ever going inside the house if it's a good enough deal. So, I mean, we can do it. We would just need time, and you would need to communicate. If you're going to do that, you're going to have to say, look, Sunday, like we'll go through Give me 7 days or give me some time because I mean this has just been a annoying situation. And if you have time, then you have time to find someone. I mean, we could send this out and probably know within 2 days. You know, well, it's the weekend, but Monday, Tuesday, we would know if someone wanted to buy it.
Yeah. Okay, let me speak with my partners and see if they want to do that, but I can give you the address in case. Do you want me to put it in the chat or?
Yeah, you can just send it to me on Facebook.
Okay, I'll do that.
We had a deal in St. Pete a while ago, so we have good buyers there.
Great
But
area. You live, you said in Orlando, was it?
I live in Wesley Chap in Tampa. I live in Tampa.
Tampa. Oh, okay, Tampa. Okay.
perfect. We love Tampa. Yeah. Don't let Sunday screw you around. I honestly think they'll probably be like, we're not going to give you your money back. That's just how they're going to play it.
Yeah.
So I would do everything to either go around them back to the seller or to go
Or
ahead and
close on it.
Yeah, or
And-
close on it. But don't let them screw you out of your $5,000.
You're not. I don't think you're getting your money back because they're like a big company. I'm sure they deal with this all the time. They're going to fight it.
They will fight it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me send it to you on Facebook, and I'll get in contact right now with my partners and see what they think, and then I'll let you know through Facebook as well. Then Nathan.
You got it.
Sounds good.
Got it.
All right.
Yeah, I
Thank-
mean, hopefully that was helpful. I mean, it's a crappy situation Sunday. I mean, they're obviously not that as smooth as they could be, but
And like you said, they're all about the seller. They don't care about the buyer. That's why
Yeah.
buyers hate working with them. It's like, yo, we're the ones bringing the money. Like, at least give us some type of.
well, one thing that you don't understand, Sean. Well, I mean, you probably do understand, but the sellers don't really even want to work with Sunday either. Then because
No,
sometimes they're like,
That's
"Oh,
true.
I can get way more than Sunday's giving me."
Exactly.
And
No,
they're
it's
trying to get
good.
out. So Sunday's like,
Right. They're trying. Yes, they're trying to back out on Sunday, and yeah, so that's a whole nother mess. Well,
yeah, wow. Anyway, hey, thanks for coming on. We do this every Friday. We're literally we're trying to provide as much value. Hopefully that was helpful, and continue to come to our calls for free.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So it used to be on Thursday, right?
It used to be on Thursday, but we're doing it Friday because we're growing our coaching program. This
Yeah.
is like we're trying to do free stuff, but we also do our coaching on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we switched it to Friday.
Okay.
send
Awesome.
us the deal, Scotty. I'm just kidding.
On
Yeah,
it.
Emily, thank you.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I want
Yeah,
I
anytime.
want this to work out for you. So, I mean, if we can help you, that'd be great. But either way, we
Scotty
want
says
to
so
help
much
you.
value. Yes. Hey, that's
We
the
don't
goal,
want you to
right?
lose 5K more than anything. So, that's
Well, thank you so much for your help. I hope you guys have a great evening.
All right,
yeah. Have a great
great
weekend.
week.
Thank you.
Everybody enjoy your weekends. It's fun to work, but it's fun. You got to sharpen the axe. You got to relax. You know, this will be here next week as well.
All right. Have a good one.
All right,
Bye.
let us know. We want to hear how that turns out.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right. See you guys.
All right. So we did. I mean, I don't know if Dalton's still in here. He's chilling on the beach, so I don't know. I doubt he's still. Oh, Dalton, you still in here? Probably not. Okay.